Hi, this is Brian Petrick coming to you again from Beach Park, Illinois. And today, about home business. I'm a home business coach today. I want to talk about attitude. And attitude is so important. And did you know that an airplane has an indicator that's called an attitude indicator? There's an attitude indicator on an airplane. And really, did you know when it has a nose high attitude, that means the airplane is climbing. When it has a nose down attitude, it's diving. And you know, that's just like our business. If you have a bad attitude, your business is going to be diving. And if you have a good attitude, it's going to be climbing. So it's very, very important. And people can sense our attitudes. I mean, I preached a message the other night at church about that, you know, we have about a 20-foot, 30-foot radius around us of our attitude affecting and impacting people all around us. It's probably even bigger than that. When you walk into a room, I mean, people can sense it, okay? It's the same thing when you're on the phone, when you're talking to people, if you have confidence or you don't have confidence, if you have an attitude of that I'm going to win or not. So, hey, did you know also there's a flight instructor's manual called Attitude Flying? So, I guess, you know, if you're flying an airplane, you got to have a good attitude, all right? And really, like I said, I preached a message at our church the other night. I'm an assistant pastor. And the Bible actually gives us a manual on how to have a good attitude. And I'm not going to preach that to you, don't worry. But you can look it up in the Bible. It's Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 through 8. And also, a very famous verse is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So, if you have that attitude, I can do it. You know, Henry Ford said this. If you think you can, you're right. And if you think you can't, you're also right. So your attitude definitely makes a difference. So also your inward feelings will eventually show in your outward behavior. So whatever's going on inside of you, man, sometimes we got stuff going on inside of us and we're trying to do our business and we won't let go of bitternesses, we won't let go of problems that are bothering us. And man, you gotta flush all that stuff out. Otherwise we're not gonna make it. So listen, also, you ever seen a team that's going out to play and they get out there on the field and they go, man, we'll never beat these guys. And you look at them, they have the ability, they have the physical ability to do the job. But their attitudes say no. So their physical ability says yes, but their attitude says no. Now we can't do that, all right? I'm just looking at my notes here. But also, I learned some great things this morning on another training call that I was on. They talked about, in order to have a good attitude, some of the key things we need to do is realize a lot of times we don't have a good attitude is because we haven't gotten enough sleep. Simple as that. You know, getting at least 7 hours of sleep at night is very important for your business. It's very hard to have a good attitude when you're just worn out and tired. Okay. Number 2 is exercise. Exercise is good for the brain. In every way, and it keeps us from being having a sad, negative, unmotivated, and we have no passion, you know, when we don't do some exercise each day. Number 3 is the food that we eat. You know, I've noticed when we eat that garbage food, that fast food, how terrible I feel later on, and it affects my attitude, it affects my business. So I don't want that to happen to you. So hopefully that helped you today. That's some tips I have for you. Also, I've mentioned this before, but I'd like you to go to www.bigpaynow.info if you're thinking about starting a home business, and or if you're already involved in a home business. I want to help you get leads. I want you to help you succeed. But if you go to bigpaynow.info, it's got a man there that'll talk to you and tell you basically how he built a $25 million company. All right, with no employees, no accounts receivable, no accounts payable, no overhead, and very, very little inventory. Okay, this man's going to tell you the 4 main principles to evaluating to what to look for in a home-based business. So if you need to get that wisdom on one of the 4 main principles of a home-based business, take a look at that. Bigpaynow.info. And I hope this has been a help to you. Have a super day.